Welcome everyone to to Moon Magic. My name is Irina. And who are
And
you, lady?
I'm Sequoia, and thank you guys for showing up.
So pretty much we're just going to do some introductions, what this is all about. And of course, right now, as I get started, my cat wants to come say hi, but don't worry about him. He'll just meow. Um, so my name is Irina, and I'm the founder of More Healing and Empowerment. We pretty much we conduct group sound bath meditation experiences virtually, in person, some recorded, some live. And pretty much sound healing is the therapeutic application of sound frequencies through playing various instruments such as singing bowls, gongs, chimes, drums, and so much more. And with this, the intention is to bring a person to a state of harmony and health emotionally, physically, and spiritually. Although sound healing isn't intended to diagnose or treat any health condition, it is an effective healing tool that can help bring people to feel better, healthier, and stronger. Tell us a little about you and your business.
Well, my name is Sequoia, and I have a business called The Ray of Gratitude. It shares gratitude on multiple things, but I like to focus on creativity and helping soul-led entrepreneurs really craft their own offer and tap into their creative spirit. Um, like I said, we do a few other things, but right now I'm focusing on one-on-ones and just really helping people feel vibrant and feel like, laser focused on the things that they need to do. I like to offer Reiki, chakra healing, as well as intuitive readings to really guide from the soul and step into and connect with their creative spirit. And yeah, there's just numerous ways that I go about doing things to really bring out that soul vibe, that soul purpose, and that soul mission for someone. And tonight, me and Irina are connecting with this moon energy. This is the first of many other series that we're going to be doing. We connected because there's so many ways to heal. And sound is very powerful in healing. And we also realized, like, hey, I like tapping into the energies of the cosmos, the moon. One thing for sure, the moon definitely affects our emotions. It's definitely a reason why they call things lunatics or Luna, and the tides rise and fall, and it's all in that emotional space. And I feel like a lot of times we may not be aware of our emotions too. And sometimes, just like comparing to the ocean, deeper emotions can rise depending, where your sun sign is. And when you get all into astrology, your moon sign, where your Leo placement is. We're in the sign of Leo right now um, for this full moon. So yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about that. What else, Irina? We're going to do an intuitive reading,
Intuitive
sound healing.
reading, sound healing, going to give you the time to journal. If you want to, we will give you the journal prompts and you will be able to see them before the sound bath. And then you can like just meditate and reflect as you sit and listen to the bowls, and then you can journal afterwards. So yeah, we have a lot of things going on and more to come as we continue this, because this is the first of many, as she said.
All right, y'all. Let's talk about Leo. Let's talk about this full moon in Leo. So, um, each moon has a cycle. The full moon, which illuminates things. That's why the moon on a clear night can be very luminous, very bright, right? And in astrology, it will affect certain parts of your astrology birth chart. And on a collective energy, it will affect us where the energy of the moon is. So the energy of the moon right now is in Leo. I'm not exactly sure which house and all that. That's getting a little bit more technical. I want to make it more on a layman's term. So, like for me, right? I actually am a Leo moon. So it is affecting my Leo moon and certain areas of what I'm going on right now. And if you have any other placements that could be like Leo rising, Sun Leo, Leo moon, and maybe just other strong placements. If anyone is like into astrology, looking at birth charts, you guys can look at that. But overall, in general, Leo is about really shining, creativity, helping, loving people, um, self-care and self-awareness, right? Just like the sun. But in low vibes, Leo can be self-centered. It can feel like, why not me? Like, what's going on? Does anybody see me? If think of a sun on a cloudy day, like, that can be those vibes. So, again, depending how it reaches someone individually, but right now, I believe that we're stepping into a lot of figuring out like our creativity, how our creativity has been serving us in the best way or the worst way, um, and a need of change too. I was reading up recently that it's like connect with other certain planets that are forcing us to see some things, again, self-awareness, really bringing in our emotions, validating our emotions, and just understanding like, okay, what do I need to do to feel good about myself first and foremost? How do I fill my cup up first and foremost? So then I can actually share with other people. So this is what this energy can look like on a collective standpoint with this full moon that we're all feeling tonight. Usually the strongest is like 3 days before, 3 days after, so it really just depends. I'm going to stop and you can join in, Irina.
It's so interesting because usually before things like this, I get really anxious. Not that I can't perform, but I just feel the anxiety. And I don't know what it is about this, but I know I was talking about confidence and just
That part, yep.
feel very confident tonight. Not overly confident, but I feel pretty good. And it's helping me to push forward and just to be able to do this with the level of like I can do this. I am doing something that I love, and then I should keep just moving forward. So some of the things that came up for me when I was doing my research was give yourself permission to do something that you love, do something that makes you feel special, and have fun with it. It is so easy to get caught up in the seriousness of life and all the responsibilities that weigh on us. This Leo moon wants us to return to ourselves. So that was something that came up. And I'm not sure, it says that Uranus is the planet awake, active under this full moon.
Yes. Yes, that's where, and Uranus is about change, like drastic change too. It's the change maker, it's the um rule breaker. It's like the rowdy one in the bunch.
It can kind of create some uncertainty and some unpredictability.
As
And
well, yes.
yeah, shake things
Absolutely.
up a little bit. But just this pretty much is saying keep moving forward, keep going, don't stop. It is showing us something. Obviously, most things that happen, it's showing us something. And so, but it's not here to stop us. None of this is here to stop us. We're gonna just take a moment and then we can move forward as what this full moon is basically telling us to do.
Yes, yes. Okay, I did find I pulled up my notes because I was going off the top of the dome. I found it interesting because I like doing, like, again, I like doing intuitive readings. I'm going to do a intuitive reading for y'all, and I have these chakra affirmation cards that I created. And when I was doing this a few days ago, the heart chakra came out. And I think that is amazing because Leo actually does rule the heart. And like I was saying too, like emotions and things, right? So I wrote down some things about some things that may or may not come up for people, or just to focus on. A need to listen deeply, soul resonance of the heart, learning to balance pain and joy in the heart. It's okay to not be okay sometimes, right? I know for me, I had to learn that. It took me about, I don't know. I don't even want to put a number on it, but I'm just saying, like, I'm just freshly learning this still. Like, it's okay to not be okay.
That's right.
Find your worthiness to start new things, right? For many of us too, when you brought up Uranus, Uranus actually was in retrograde. So it was making us feel like we're trying all these things and we're throwing things at the board, but nothing's sticking, right? And now that it's out of retrograde, it's kind of like the paths have cleared, and maybe our heart is like, try again, but our mind is telling us like, I don't think so, you know? To really listen deeply and feel into it, because sometimes our heart isn't that logical. Like when it comes to emotions and feelings, it's not always logical. And that's where we get a little tripped up on sometimes. So ponder about what feels right. And again, confusion of the heart, because it doesn't always make sense, right? So trying to find too much logic in our emotions may mess us up at this time. So sit first, react later.
There you go. Okay. So I think where we can go is right into the tarot spread and the reading. So let me just pull up.
Okay. Let me just pause.
Let me make sure that, okay, here we go. I can make it a little bigger.
Got it. And you guys, like, definitely, I know everyone's on mute, but like, I'm gonna read the cards, and if it's resonating, like, more than, please, type in, because like a lot of times it's like, is anyone out there? Like, I love interaction, so I just want to put that out there. Like, feel free to definitely write something, or if you have a question, just write in the chat.
All right.
So did you want to say anything, Irina, or no, just go right into it?
Into it.
Okay. All right. So this is a tarot spread that I like to use for my full moons, just to, I've had full moon rituals like that I like to do for myself. Like I say, like rituals to me is more like a self-care practice. Um and my cards have been for a long time a self-care practice, because from being an entrepreneur, fighting burnouts, what else is under the sun? Like I really want to trust my decisions and things like that. So finding ways to tap into my spirituality and really strengthen my intuition, I was gravitated to cards.
That's right.
I can save that story for another time, or you could always just like look through my YouTube page, you know. But this spread here is basically talking about what's being illuminated for you right now. What do we need to release? Because this is going to be a collective. This is for us right here in this group. So
And before you begin, someone is already agreeing. Juliet is agreeing that burnout is huge. I can imagine
yeah,
some people have struggled with that, especially over the past few years.
yes, same here, y'all. Like same here. Yeah, and then we're just going to talk kind of like how can we take these action steps to transform this energy. So let's just go into this. Get one more card. Here we go. Creativity. Okay, so what's illuminating for us right now, like we just were talking about? This is the King. I don't know if you guys can see. I can't see myself, so whatever. But this is the King of Wands in this deck. And just King of Wands in general is really the top tier of creativity, right? It's really knowing when spirit moves us, that energy of action, that energy of creativity. We are all co-creators here. So when we have that spark of inspiration, that spirit moving us and telling us, hey, I think you want to listen to your intuition, maybe figure out some ways to take action towards these ideas. So we have the King of Wands, and in a shadow aspect too, it may be like, I'm feeling like I'm procrastinating a lot. or feeling lethargic because maybe I don't want to do anything. And we're questioning ourselves like, well, why don't I want to do nothing? Like, what's going on here? So what's being illuminated is like, how are you really, how are you using your creativity? You know, if you're not using your creativity, question yourself, why am I not using my creativity? Maybe it's that you're just not inspired. Maybe you're waiting on some things because I'm seeing here for the Four of Cups. I'll just give you guys this. I don't know if y'all can see, but in the background, Four of Cups is always like Three of Cups and then someone not seeing something coming.
Mm.
And for us, it's like, I know I can speak for myself, y'all. I have been working on certain things for so long, right? And then it's like waiting for people to react. And then it's like, well, where is this? Or not even waiting for people, right? Just waiting for yourself to feel good about what you're creating. And many times too, I feel like sometimes a lot of things are happening behind the scenes and maybe we just aren't supposed to know right now. Like for me personally, like if someone told me like, hey, this is going to happen, that might mess me up from actually taking action. I don't know, you know, it would have to be something more specific, but like, I think that what we need to release right now that the creativity is illuminating, like where have you been taking action, where haven't you, right? Now this next step is also like, well, maybe we need to release the fact that certain things have to be a certain way in order to create, possibly release some of the things that are like bring certain people, certain things along, like maybe certain things we do need to let go of in order to gain. That's pretty much like a cardinal rule.
Yeah.
What else am I getting here? I kind of also feel like too, like maybe it's time to really show what type of creativity that we really want to align with. Some of us may have been second guessing ourselves for doing certain things. You know, when I ask like, all right, why haven't you been creating? Well, maybe if we really sit with these emotions, maybe because you want to try something new, right? And other people, like, I don't know, there's so many things that can run through your mind for not doing that, right? And maybe it's time for us to really like stand up and shine and
Mm.
just say, like, F everything, forget these thoughts that are not serving me in my highest good, and really just be like, okay, I want to march to my own drum. Um, and I'm seeing ways to transform this energy, which I find is interesting. I'm going to clarify this. I have the Five of Coins, and the Five of Coins talks about feeling left out in the cold, feeling like you don't have enough. And how do we transform that, right? I'm
Mhm.
going to actually stop because I know I saw somebody's hand put up. And then what were you going to say, Irina?
I was just gonna say, after you finish that, then we're gonna go to the person that had their hand up. Yep.
Okay. Um, let's see. So clarifying this, yeah. These are just like some old emotions. Where's the camera? Some old emotions that are going on from the past that have felt like a lot of adversity, a lot of um just really trying so hard to complete things, trying hard to be seen, um, giving it your all and wondering why you haven't seen your fruits of your labor, I'm feeling. And it's like, how are we transforming this energy is more so kind of like, I don't know why I really want to tell you this. It kind of might sound like I'm steering to the left, but it's kind of like, if you ever heard of sometimes rejection is protection,
Mm.
you know, like for some people that may feel like that. For others, um, I just think there's a need to really come full circle to learning a lesson here, that has happened in the past,
Mhm.
and to really release any ill feelings, any hurt, any feelings of guilt, shame, or resentment. Um, there's something on the tip of my tongue that I want to say and it's not coming out. But yeah, I'm gonna stop there. If anything else pops up, I will do that. But I'm gonna stop right here and see like if anything is resonating. If um, who is that? Was it Juliet?
Yes, Juliet.
Yes. Hello. I hope you don't mind I came off mute. I know you recorded this. Let me know.
That's fine.
Awesome. Awesome. So I love the like intro and everything because I feel like it brings me to like the questions. Like it's all like starting to come together for me. And then everything started clicking when you said the piece about certain things needing to be a certain way in order to move forward, in order to create. And that was like, whoa, that's me. Like, how many things have I just stopped on because I don't know, like either a roadblock that doesn't exist or that actually
Oh,
Oh, you went on mute again.
sorry,
It's
needing
okay.
things to be a certain way, perfect. And it has really, it's delayed projects, it's delayed my
Mhm.
own happiness. Like, and we're talking about something as simple as thank you cards for my baby shower. Like, I mean, just do it, instead of like,
Mhm. Mhm.
I don't know, like nobody else knows the idea in your head, but you've judged yourself so much through it
Absolutely.
that it's not you just stunted that creativity. So definitely appreciate
yeah.
those thoughts, and that's definitely resonated with me.
Thank
And it kind
you.
of goes
Thank you
back
for
to
sharing.
what this full moon is talking about in the first place of like the Leo moving, just going forward, just doing it.
Mhm. Having
And
that confidence, right?
having the
There's
confidence.
there's another saying coming to mind. Confidence is not about if they like me. Confidence is me doing it and not caring if they like me. And I'm like, yes, I love that. Because like sometimes it's like we do tend to, if it's not conscious or maybe it is, but sometimes we will kind of create things for other people, and that's okay. But when it's like too much focused on other people or how are they going to accept this and that, then it can start messing with you, and then we can fall into that perfectionism. And you know what else popped up? This is what I was going to say. Looking at the Five of Pentacles, right? Like she's out here just like all in the cold, just like looking crazy, right? This also talks about money. And sometimes more than few, this could be a big factor, right? And we'll be like, oh, I don't have the money to do this, I don't have the money to do that. But, but there are other ways that we can create. When we can allow ourselves to create and be open to inspiration, we're still going to do it anyway. And then we can finesse it more. Like money is a vehicle. I have to tell myself all the time, like money doesn't necessarily have to be the end all be all. It is a big factor in this life, right? But there are some things like I don't want it to make me stop from creating, So I just want to put that out there too for anyone that this is resonating with. All right. Um, so I think we can just leave it here for right now. And
Yeah.
yeah. Mhm.
And
Let
on
me
that
know
note,
every now.
yes, no, and on that note, as we're taking it all in, I'm going to just post really quick for a few seconds, just so you can look at the journal prompts. I'm gonna put them back up later, but just want to share the journal prompts that we are giving to you guys. One second. Love the music you got going on there.
My little lo-fi beats. I was like, let me look up real quick.
Nothing wrong with that. All right, hold on. Go back here. Okay. All right, so here are the journal prompts that I want you to just kind of think about as we do the remainder of the time here with the sound bath meditation. So how can I practice asserting myself more? What opportunities am I excited about? In what ways is my life abundant? I give myself permission to, and then you can also finish the sentence. I am setting the intention to. The biggest part about the moon, especially on the full and the new moon, is about setting intention. And so that's what we're going to mostly be referring to when we do our twice a month for now.
Yes, yes.
Moon Magic is about setting intention so that we can create the life that we really want, and addressing some of the things that are stopping us from doing so. So just give you a second to take a look at this, and then bring the other bowl because I couldn't reach. Here we go.
Yeah. And I'll turn the music off when you start the bowls.
Absolutely. Getting into a seated position or lying down. Letting our hands sit open, facing upward. When you feel comfortable and safe to do so, gently close your eyes. Focus on your breathing. And with each breath, your body becomes more and more relaxed. Do a quick scan from head to toe. Relaxing your jaw, relax your shoulders. All the way down to your feet. Make sure you are all relaxed. Slowly begin taking notice of your body, that you're back in the present moment, wiggling your fingers and toes, rolling your shoulders, taking a few seconds if you were laying down to sit back up, and slowly open your eyes. I hope you enjoyed this sound bath meditation for the full moon. I brought out the solar plexus chakra bowl because it's about courage and confidence. Root chakra to ground you. And the throat chakra to speak, to be free in that way. Thank you. Thank you all for being here.
Yes.
Technical difficulties for our first one, but there are many more to come, and I hope that you all can come and show up for those too.
Absolutely. Thank you for hanging in there with us. Again, these technical difficulties, but we are planning to do one within the next 2 weeks, right? For the new moon. Again, like we were saying, these moons are all about cycles and understanding, overstanding, tapping in to what our soul is speaking to us and how to really implement that in our everyday lives.
Yes. And so please check us out. Make sure that we give you guys a copy of this, and it'll be on my website, and it's going to be on her YouTube page. So my website.
Also, you can go to our social media pages to see when the next one is, so you guys can sign up as well.
So we will definitely be reaching out. Hopefully we'll see you in 2 weeks, because that is when the new moon is at its height, around that time. So I believe it's the 19th, but I can't really think of the days. So please, please, please spread the word, come on out, and I'll have everything fixed for the sound bath.
Yes, tell a friend to tell a friend, and you're so welcome. Thank you, Monique. Thank you, Chris, I guess. I think I'm saying it right, and Juliet. Thank you, everyone, for coming, and hope to see you around again. Bye, y'all.